Chaos, only war.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. We're going to do a quick video for you. I just really wanted to talk about some ideas that we have with the new balance stage sheet. So if you guys are new to the channel, we were ranked #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world last ITC season. It was super awesome. We got to go to Worlds, play the Chaos Cult. We came in 8th in Worlds. It was super fun. We got invite this year back to Worlds because of that. So Chaos was definitely good to us last year. So every time I see Chaos come out with new shit, I get so jealous because I really want to play them. But we're trying to go for a new detachment or a new army that we play almost every year just to try and get #1. That's kind of the goal. So if you guys are new to 40k competitive, you get to get ranked in the world based off ITC, and ITC was bought out by Games Workshop. So Games Workshop actually owns it now, which is cool. But yeah, so we ranked #1 Chaos, #1 on the United States front in general. So we're going to be going over some ideas on the new Chaos rules that just got released today. I was at work today and I was super bugged down because I was getting all these texts and ideas and stuff like that. I'm like, I can't go ham and make a video until tonight, which is where we're at right now. But there's so many ideas that I have with these new things that we just made a list idea for the new Cabal. So if you guys haven't checked that out, check that out. And yeah, we're going to go over kind of like just the simple stuff that they changed and how we can be using this in the list moving forward in the season coming up. So we'll get into sponsors and we'll be back right with the new video. Alright guys, if you want to support the channel, head over to the merch store. The description below has the link. All these shirts are up for sale. These legit red, white, and blue shirts look fire at a GT. They're super comfortable, super non-shrinkage. It's just a really, really nice shirt. Spent a lot of time picking out the right shirt. All these designs are up for sale. All the stickers as well. And if you guys need some models, we got the Cypher, which is legit. We got the Tech Marine with Grey Knight bits. We have the Phobos Librarian, the Phobos Captain, the Kaldis Assassin should be in every list, and old school Codiez. We have the widgets, 6-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, 2-inch, half-inch. We have our objective markers, which are great for sticky objectives, any marking for oath, anything like that, and all of the stickers. So hit me up on Discord, DM, that's how you get a hold of these, and the merch tab below for the shirts. Now back to the video. All right, so we're just going to lead it right off with the Chaos Space Marine specific because there was a lot of other armies in here that got some buffs, some nerfs, mainly buffs. And the funniest thing, if you guys are Death Guard, was this Death Watch, but T-Suns, World Eaters, all that stuff. Like, this was just hilarious because we have ACO coming up. So if you guys are ACO, definitely come up and say hi to me. Say you're a dirtbag. I'll give you some dice. Yeah, ACO is coming up, so having this before ACO is great, so that way we know exactly what Death Guard are going to be doing before then. But yeah, let's get back to Chaos. So with this, we'll start with the Demon Prince. So they added the Demon Prince ability. Let's pull up his profile. So the Demon Prince, now you get to choose one of the marks still, which you have a couple different marks. You can choose +2 strength of your corn. You can choose add 3 to the attack characteristics, so 6 shots from your gun if you're Tzeentch. Add 1 to the toughness, which is probably going to be mainly picked if you're Nurgle, and then add 2 to the move characteristic if you are Slaanesh. So the walking one specifically gets the Lord of Chaos ability, so that gives you stealth, or I'm sorry, wow, that gives you Lone Op, which is way better. Lone Op 12. Within an infantry model. So just like the Demon Prince of Death Guard and all the other Demon Princes, the walking Demon Prince of Death Guard is like T12, Lone Op, like really hard to kill. Chaos are going to have T11 with Nurgle, Lone Op, and then 3 of an infantry model. So gaining Lone Op on a walking Demon Prince for a lot cheaper than Nurgle, but it's 165 points, which is pretty cheap. You also gain cover for infantry, so you have to be within 6 of him for infantry gain cover. Death Guard just give it to everybody. And then you get to reroll 1 wound roll and 1 hit roll of your choice. So each time the model shoots or fights, while resolving those attacks, you can reroll 1 hit and 1 wound, which is cool. And then he gained the Lone Op ability. So that is cool because in the new Cabal, which we just did a whole video on, that new Cabal thing, you get buffs for being near a Demon Prince. You kind of need one in your list to benefit from the Cabal. So having the Nurgle Demon Prince walking is going to be really huge. You can now bring this with, I think my one list with, what was it? Ironstorm. It was Renegade Raiders, Night Lords, Iron Warriors. So the Iron Warriors list has the Chaos Lord Terminator armor with the Bastion plate, so you can block a damage roll. They're already 2 up, 4 up. Now, if you bring in Demon Prince, the Demon Prince near them is going to get Lone Op, and they get cover built in. So you're going to have 10-man Terminator brick that can blank a damage, they're -1 to wound, and they're going to get cover. That seems like a really good combo to start. So that's probably the first thing that I'm thinking about, besides the Cabal detachment, but bringing him in the Iron Warriors detachment, which is already a good detachment, but -1 to wound, cover, and Lone Op. So really good addition to the Demon Prince, because he wasn't really played, the walking one wasn't really played really at all. So that's a really good addition. So that was the first one. Then let's talk about our boy Disco. Disco, I was so shocked with, because we wanted it when the Codex came out. Like when the new Codex came out, he was just unplayable. Like all 3 of mine just kind of went up on the shelf. Everybody that has their super awesome custom Disco Lords, even some of them on Dragons, they're just sitting on the shelf looking so pretty right now. Now you can bring them off and put them into your game. Him and Renegade Raiders is probably one of the best ones. But he goes from, what was he, a 10? A speed 10 to a fucking 14? Like, you guys don't know how fast 14 is until you put him on the table. Like, you're measuring so far. I mean, he's got a bigger base, but still, 14, you could go 12 and pivot. It's so fast. And with the Cabal, you can advance and charge. What other detachments can you advance and charge with him? Let's go to our reference. So you have Cabal, which you can advance and charge for 1 CP. Creations of Bile, I think it's just infantry. Infantry can advance and charge, so you can't do it in Creations of Bile. Deceptors, Creations of Bile, Dread Talons, Fellhammer, Siechos, -1 to wound. Yeah, subtract 1 from the wound roll if they're greater than toughness. I think he's T9 now. You can make him really tanky in this attachment. Packbound Zealots. You can give him Slanesh and advance and charge. Yeah, so you can give him fallback advance and charge. So Packbound Zealots, he could be pretty good. So his like melee is going to be pretty scary, critting on 5s with Packbound. They could be good in there. But let's go to our Renegade Raiders. Soulforge, I don't think you can do anything in Soulforge because he's not a vehicle. And then Veterans of the Long War. Maybe, oh, you can't, is it mounted as well? Can you react a move? Infantry mounted, nice. So 1 Heretic Stars infantry or mounted unit from your army, excluding dam, is within 9 inches. All right, so he's going to have a reactive move of 6 in that detachment. So that's really good, having a reactive move on that dude. Speed 14. Yeah, all right, so let's go to Renegade Raiders. That's what he's really going to be good at. So Renegade Raiders, he's going to get +1 AP and Assault. So speed 14 with Assault on his range 12 Flamer. So let's pull him up. I have 3 Disco Lords in one of the lists. We'll go over that at the end. At the start of your shooting phase, no, let's go to the range. So he's got D6 +3 Bale Flamer, range 12. So 26 inches away with a D6. So 26 plus D6 inches away, you can shoot somebody. Torrent ignores cover, AP1. AP2 if you're in Renegade Raiders, but Strength 6, AP2. 2 damage. So wounding most shit on 3s. But yeah, AP2 Flamer, 2 damage. D6 +3. Then I think he could shoot a pistol as well. The autocannon you're probably never going to take. And then the Magma Cutter. So the Magma Cutters are 6 inches. So if you're 20 inches away, you can then advance, right? It's 14, D6, shoot. 2 shots, hitting on 3s, strength 9, AP 4, D6, and then you're within 3, 2 damage. Or melted 2. So then the melee, he goes hitting on 2s now with Lance, which I don't know if he hit on 2s before, but 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 8, AP 3, AP 4 in Renegade Raiders, and then 3 damage. I don't know if that was fucking changed. That is insane. Yeah, I don't know if that was changed. Has he always had that? Oh, and he gained a 4-up invuln save, which I don't know why they put him to a 5-up. That was just stupid. So now he's back to a 2-up, 4-up, which super tanky now. 10 wounds, T9, 2-up, 4-up. OBSEC 4. Why is he OBSEC 4? Holy shit. God, this guy's gonna be so annoying. Damn. All right. Lance. So strength 8. So wounding most vehicles on 5s, 4s. 3 damage, AP 4. Damn. And then you're probably gonna get rid of the techno virus because it's only 1 attack, 1 extra attack. It's stupid. Anti-vehicle 2+. So 1 extra attack, not worth it. You're gonna be bringing the magma cutters, and then the bladed limbs are extra attacks. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3, strength 6, AP 1, 2 damage. So AP 2, 2 damage, not bad. So just 4 extra attacks for 2 damage, AP 2. Then, what also gets really good is his other abilities that we never fucking used. Super dumb. Sorry that I'm cursing so much because this guy was just non-playable. I kept looking at his data sheet. I was like, alright, can we do something with this guy? And no, we couldn't. Corrupt Machine Spirit ability. Change Corrupt Spirit. Alright, so at the start of your shooting phase, so basically in the advanced, start of the shooting phase, visible vehicle unit within 12, so within range of your flamer, roll d6 on a 2 or a 3, so you don't take any mortals on the back swing of this, but on a 2 to 3 you suffer d3 mortals. So on a 2 to 3 you suffer d3 mortals. On a 4 or 5 you just suffer flat 3, and then on a 6 it's d3 plus 3 mortals. So it's fucking insane. Just every shooting phase you can just do a free mortals to a vehicle. So usually you're going to be throwing grenades and stuff to like blow up a transport or kill a vehicle or whatever. So having him in the list, move up 14, advance, do this, flamer something, or do this, kill the vehicle, and then flamer, because at the start of the shooting phase, so he kind of has to do it. Yeah, he's got to do it before everybody else shoots. But still, let's say you're trying to blow up a vehicle, so you're going to do it at the start of the shooting phase, do some extra mortals. Let's say there's 1 left. You then throw a grenade with somebody, kill the vehicle. He then can shoot right into them and then charge whatever is left. So that is awesome. Just additional mortal wounds on top of already having a ton of mortal wounds in Chaos. Then we have Spirit Thief ability. It's a cool name. At the start of your shooting phase, okay, so same thing. Select 1 visible, no range, until the end of the phase. Each time a friendly Star models makes attack targets that unit, reroll a wound roll 1. So basically you're just going to be like, alright, that guy over there, and there's no limit. It just Spirit Thief. So that means if you have 3 Disco Lords, it's like that one reroll 1, that one reroll 1s, and that one reroll 1s. So you can do this to multiple vehicles if you have multiple Disco Lords. So everything's going to be able to reroll a wound roll of 1. So that's pretty cool. Just an additional thing. You don't even have to be in range. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna shoot that guy now. And then, okay, so he did change. This is huge. He gained 5 attacks. So this was probably 3 or 4. Strength 8, so that went up. AP 3 went up, and 3 damage went up. So this definitely did change. That is fucking huge with Lance. Yeah, this guy's insane. I cannot wait to put him on the table. What is he? 160 points. Okay, Renegade Raiders, there's a bunch of good strats. You can basically fall back with him at the end of the fight phase. You can advance, shoot him. You can get +1 AP. God, I run bad detachments. Renegade Raiders is a good detachment. So I don't run good detachments. If you guys are new to the Dirtbags, I run detachments that not a lot of people run, and I try to make them work. That is what we try and do. So Heritage Stars are mounted. Add 1 to the charge roll. So until the end of the phase, the unit is eligible to kill a charge attack, which advance. So you can advance a charge in this attachment. Fucking awesome. And then you can add 1 to the charge roll if they're on objective. So your speed 14, advance, 1 CP, +1 to charge. So advance. You can advance, shoot, and charge because it's Renegade Raiders. And then the other one's a transport or mounted. It adds 6 to the move characteristics. So if you have 2 CP, you can basically just 20 inches, mortal, shoot, charge. +1. Sure. Or just go 20 inches and shoot if you don't really need to charge anything. So now you're on this board, and now you're 20 inches away on that board. Damn. And then this one, if your unit is not within engager range of one of random units, can make a normal move up to 12 inches if you're mounted. So even though you're speed 14, you can go 12 inches if you're mounted. Otherwise, can fall back, move, and cannot embark in transport. Oh, it cannot embark within a transport. Oh, if you moved out of the transport same turn. Yeah, so basically at the end of the fight phase, just any fight phase, so your fight phase or their fight phase, you basically charge in. If you don't kill something, you can just move back 12 inches. That's what makes Disco Lord in this attachment very, very good. And then you can gain precision, which is a character, so you can already do that. And then finish making an attack. Worse than the armor pen. Oh, shit, nice. He's got a -1 AP. Sweet. So yeah, very good. I think Renegade Raiders with 3 of these fucks are gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah, we'll go over that list. I think I have a 1990 point list. Seems dumb. All right. Very good, guys. I think that is insane. So let's go over the next god that they updated, Vashtorr. So let's pull up Vashtorr. Vashtorr has Demon Engine 3-inch Lone Op. So that is what he really needed to be playable. I think without this, he's still not playable. I think he just gets shot across the table. Like, he's good, but having the Lone Op is what makes him very good. I think that's what I said from the beginning. Him gaining Lone Op with not just vehicle, but Demon Engine vehicle, which makes sense because that's what he buffs. Demon Engine vehicle now gains Lone Op. So now he's going to be able to start on the table, not have to deep strike. He can start on the table, move up. He's speed 12. Yeah, speed 12. So he's super quick. 14 wounds, 2 up, 4 up, toughness 10, 3 obsec. Can't believe Disco's 4 obsec. And then his melee got huge buff. So this changed a little bit. Each time an enemy unit within 18 inches of this model targets this model, -1 to hit. So he just gained stealth built in. So that is huge. So now he's even harder to hit when he's within 18. But you can't be shot unless you're within 12 anyway. So you're always going to be within 18 of this ability. I don't know why they didn't say 12. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't say 12. But if you're within 18 and you can see him, you now are -1 to hit him. Because he doesn't have fucking smoke or anything. That would be dumb. -1 to... Oh, shit. You can combine this. Subtract 1 from the hit roll with stealth. So it'd be -2 to hit if they have +1 to hit. Whatever. It's only ever +1 to -1. But until the end of phase, enemy units' range weapons have the hazardous ability. Somebody let me know if this is separate, because it is the same sentence. So do you have to target him and gain hazardous, or is it when you're within 18 you have hazardous ability? I think it's if you target him you have hazardous, just like before, because it's the same sentence. If it was a different sentence, it could be if you're within 18 inches period you have hazardous. But I think you have to target him. If you target him, you're subtracting 1 and you're hazardous. So, and let's go over to this. Add 2 to the vehicle. So instead of +1 strength, it's now +2 strength, which is just 100% better. That is insane. So now your Venom Crawlers are strength 8 on their guns. Your Forge Fiends are strength 12 on their guns. Strength 12 Forge Fiends is just stupid, guys. So dumb. Strength 13 if they're in the new Cabal thing. If they're in the fucking Soul Forge detachment, they're strength 12 +1 to wound. God, this just boosted up that detachment probably to top 3. I think Cabal is going to be top 3, and then that's going to be... dude, there's 10 detachments. You can literally run whatever the hell you want. Just bring him, 2 Venom Crawlers, 2 Forge Fiends, and just run them in any detachment. I actually made a list, which we should go over at the end. His hammer gained an extra AP. Instead of AP2, now it's AP3. In a bunch of detachments, you can gain extra AP. Anti-vehicle 4+ dev. So it's 6 attacks, hitting on 2, strength 14, AP 3 damage dev. Nuts. So you can be wounding most shit on 3s anyway, but if you happen to roll a 4, it's dev. Damn. Now, sweep, 12 attacks. I don't know how many attacks he had before. Maybe 8, probably 8. It was probably some stupid 8 or 10. He then gained Dev on the sweep. So even his sweep now with Dev can murder vehicles. So imagine 6 of these going through, and then rolling all right, so let's say 10 of them go through, and then out of the 10 you roll 5. If you high roll, you roll 6. I mean, you just did 12 mortal wounds to this vehicle. 10 on average. Oh damn! And then if you dark-backed, he has dark-backs, right? He has dark-back, sorry. So he can sustain, right? Hitting on 2s with sustain, to potentially do like 10 to 14 dev wounds to a vehicle. That is just dumb. And he's speed 12 with fly. That is god tier, guys. This is insane. He is very, very good. Very, very good. So that combo is insane. All right, so those are the 3 changes, but these 2 are going to be insane. Let's go over some list ideas just to kind of throw this video in for a loop. All right, I'm sorry I don't have it pulled up on the video, but you guys can pull up your app and start making this, or pause and rewind and do that stuff. So Cypher obviously leading it off. This one is going to be in Pact-bound Renegade Raiders. So this one's Renegade Raiders. We have 3 Disco Lords. One of them has the Dread Raver, which has, if you're within 12 inches of the opponent's deployment zone, which you most likely will because you're speed 14, you can reroll the hit and wound rolls. So on anything. So it's shooting and melee. Sorry. Barrett makes a melee attack. So not shooting, just melee. So that means you can reroll all the hit and wound rolls on his 5 melee AP3, AP4 in objective, AP4, damage 3 attacks, and then just 4 extra attacks, damage 2, AP2. That is going to be insane. So that, and obviously they all have the flamers, pistol, bladed limbs, magma cutters. So all of them have the same kit. Next one, bear, and then the last one, Tyrant's Leash, is you can reroll advance rolls. So in Renegade Raiders, you're always going to be advancing. Reroll advance rolls, and the bear's unit is eligible to shoot in the turn in which it fell back. So now you can fall back and shoot your flamer at the same time. And you have the strat where you can basically, at the end of the fight phase, make a normal move or fall back anyway. I think having the fucking Bale Flamers for Overwatch is going to be dumb too. So you have 3 potential really good Overwatch Flamers for Marines or anything with two wounds on top of it. So they're all 160 points, 180 for one of them, 175 for the other one. Vashtorr is in this list because we're testing out 3 of them. Vashtorr, I probably should test out Demon Prince at the same time, but he doesn't do anything for these guys because it's all infantry. 3 cultist mobs because we're running out of points. So 3 50-man cultist mobs, 50-point cultist mobs. 3 bikes because we need some secondary units. 2 Forge Fiends next to Vashtorr. Hellbrute because fuck it, why not? And then 3 Venom Crawlers. That is the list, guys. So 3 Venom Crawlers, all plus 2 strength, plus 1 AP. It's all reroll 1s to wound because of the Disco Lords. Oh god. 2 Forge Fiends, strength 12. Reroll 1s to wound. Dev. 3 units of bikes to do secondaries. 3 cultist mobs, and then just crazy characters. This is probably dumb, but could win RTT, definitely. Alright, so that's first list. Let's go over another list. We went over the 2 Cabal, that's in our Cabal videos. We have Demon Princes. I think that's going to be fun. And then I think the Vashtorr list. So Vashtorr down below. We have this changed a little bit. So this was the one list, the Soulforge Warpack. So the Soulforge Warpack, I actually made a video on this. But it's Cypher, Vashtorr, Warpsmith with the Tempting whatever, which is the full rerolls to hit. So you have like a mini Abaddon in this attachment. So mini Abaddon giving everybody 4 rerolls to hit. 3 cultist mobs just to do kind of like sticky and actions. Chaos Vindicator, which I probably could take out for another Forge Fiend compared to what Forge Fiends can do now. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. But Vindicator just for D6 damage. You can turn him into a Demon Engine, so now the Demon Engine can just go crazy. 2 Forge Fiends being strength 12 +1 to wound in this attachment. A Hellbrute, because full rerolls to hit with a Hellbrute, getting lethal and sustain within 6 inches is kind of dumb. The Knocklith Crown, because I think it's only good in this attachment because it gives +1 leadership. So all of your dark packs that you're doing are going to be +1 leadership because you're -1 leadership in this attachment. So you go from 7 back to a 6 because all of our leaderships are 6. So I think the Knocklith Crown is going to be good in this attachment specifically. Then we have 3 Venom Crawlers because, again, super huge buff with Vashtorr now. Full rerolls to hit with 12 shots each with strength 8, AP1 on their guns. +1 to wound. So strength 8, AP1, +1 to wound. And then 2 War Dog Carnivores. These might change with the new buff or debuff. So their points are going to go down. Right now they're 140 points. Opsec 8, speed, whatever, hitting on 2s. So 2 Carnivores because they kind of buff themselves. But I think if I take these 2 out, that's 280 points. We have an extra 50 points on top of this. So this list is only 1950. So you have 280 plus 50. You have 330 points to add to this attachment, which you can bring another Hellbrute, you can bring, or Forge Fiend, you can bring more units, you can bring Predators. Really, it's going to be more Demon Engines, which might be a Defiler, but now it's on a huge fucking base. Helldrake, I don't think is going to be worth it. Still, wish they'd buff the Helldrake. Marlow Fiends I don't like because you can't advance and charge them, and they're only speed 10. So they're just super slow, they're big, and they get in the way. So I think the only really thing you could do is bring a Lord of Skulls. So Lord of Skulls is 450 points. God, if you take these guys out and bring a Lord of Skulls to always hit on 2s because you're buffing it with the one dude, I'm 120 points over. So if I drop a Venom Crawler, I have a Lord of Skulls. Oh my god. So Lord of Skulls, 2 Venom Crawlers, Knocklith Crown, Hellbrute, 2 Forge Fiends, Vindicator, which you could drop for, I guess, 140 point Annihilator Destructor. Or just another Forge Fiend, so 3 Forge Fiends. Yeah, because then you don't have to spend CP to make it Chaos Demon. Why do you bring a Vindicator over Forge Fiend? I guess just because it's strength 14. So +1 to strength 16. AP 3, D6 damage, D6 plus 3 blast. Yeah, we'll keep it. Fuck it. Vindicator keep, 2 Forge Fiends, 3 Cultists. This list is dumb. I gotta put this on the table. Alright, Renegade Raiders. Everything else stay the same. Night Lords. Anything good in Night Lords? We did lose some points in Night Lords with our jump pack Lords that went down to 80 points. I think that's everything that changed. Noise Marines went up 10 points, so it was kind of like a wash. You bring Plague Marines now because they're -1 leadership with the Plague Marine unit. Noise Marines are -1 leadership as well. So that's not what this video is about. What else did I make? The Iron Warriors, bring in the Demon Prince. Disco Lords, I think I can't wait to try. And I think that's it. So the 2 Cabal we went over already in the other video, and then those. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below what you like. What are some ideas that you guys have that I didn't hit in this video? But yeah, let me know. I'm super excited about this. This is going to be super fun. We'll put this on a test game, or we'll have Keeble come over, and he'll be running some of the shit. Can't wait to talk about the videos with him, because this is going to be super fun to play on stream. But guys, if you guys are interested in the competitive scene, head over to the Discord so you guys can chat with us, but also the Patreon page so you guys can join the competitive Dirtbags. And if you guys are interested in building some competitive lists with Chaos, hit me up in Discord, join the Patreon page to get your own specific Patreon Discord link. And yeah, we'll catch you in another video soon.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are interested in joining the Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com, you get a bunch of perks. What we did in 2024 was we really expanded. I had traveled a ton and I played my ass off in 40k. Right now we're ranked #1 best player in the United States on ITC rankings. We were the #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world this year in 2024. 2 years ago, we got ranked #1 Grey Knight player in the world, and this year we're probably going to go into Death Guard, hopefully when the new Codex comes out, or Emperor's Children. But you guys, if you guys want that head coach or that coach always in your corner just to ask questions, bounce ideas off, that's what the competitive Dirtbag and the Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys want to support the channel, you head over to patreon.com. You can join the Just a Car tab, which is $5 a month. You guys get access to the Discord Patreon tab. You have to be a patron to get into that Discord, and also I'm always there. All the other coaches are there. Basically, it's just such a good community over on Discord that you guys get specific access to it that only Patreons can get. If you guys want to bump that up, the competitive Dirtbag tier, you guys get to message me or another Grandmaster or another Dirtbag coach over the Dirtbag Nation to add unlimited questions, list ideas, list reviews, and bounce ideas off of. That's what's having a coach in your corner is all about. If you guys want to bump up to the Grandmaster tier, that tier you get every perk under the sun. So basically you get access to Discord, you get one-on-one coaching, you get a call once a month if you guys would like to go over any RTTs coming up, any GTs coming up, any list reviews live over Discord chat, and also a special perk that Grandmasters get. If you guys want any video suggestions like we do all the time with these table setups that we just upgraded thanks to the Patreons, you guys get suggestions or battle reports you want to see specifically played live by a coach or myself on the next battle report, or a live battle report coming up on the Patreon. So you guys get obviously first access to all the videos. We post them first on patreon.com, but there's just a ton of benefits to having a professional coach that plays this game all the time at the very, very high competitive level in your corner at all times. And that's really what the Dirtbag Nation is all about, getting you guys better at 40K, the basics, and being good in your community. So if you guys want to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you guys in 2024, 2025. I am super stoked for, super excited for. We really want to get a bigger studio going. That is going to be my focus in 2025, is really growing the community on YouTube and Patreon specifically. So thank you so much for 2024, all my Patreons. If you guys are interested in joining and want that coach in your corner, head over to patreon.com and support the channel. Appreciate it.